I found my fiance's second phone. He's living a double life. I thought I knew the man I was going to marry. But his second phone told me everything he never dared to say. Asterisk. I was folding laundry when I found the phone. Not his usual one. Not the iPhone with the cracked screen he always kept in his right pocket. This one was black, sleek, no cover. Hidden inside an old backpack in our closet. I stared at it. My heart did that thing, that warning thump. Maybe it's old, I told myself. Maybe it doesn't even work. But when I held it in my hand, it VIBRTED. That new message, from someone named R. I didn't open it at first. I just stood there, frozen in the middle of socks and shirts, with a second phone in my hand and a million red flags screaming in my head. Let me back up. My name is Mita. I'm 27. Until that moment, I believed I was going to marry the love of my life. His name is Samir. He's 31. Smart. Funny? Quiet in crowds but warm in private. He proposed 6 months ago on a rooftop with fairy lights and music. I cried so hard I forgot to say yes. At first we were planning a winter wedding. Guest list, venue hunting. His mother already bought her dress, and I loved him more than I had ever loved anyone. So when I found that second phone, I didn't want it to be real, but I pressed the button. The screen lit up. There was no password. My hand shook as I opened the messages. Same number. R had sent dozens of texts. And when I scrolled up, I felt my stomach twist. I miss you. Can't believe you're with her right now. Do you think about me when you sleep next to her? You promised this would end soon. My head spun. I couldn't breathe. This wasn't happening. And then the worst one. Did she see the ring yet? Or are you waiting till after the wedding to tell her about us? I dropped the phone. Literally. It fell on the floor with a dull sound that felt louder than my heartbeat. I sat down. Right there. Among laundry and lies, Samir was supposed to come home in 2 hours. We had dinner plans with his parents. I didn't move for a long time. I just stared and stared and stared. Until the numbness turned to fire. And the fire turned into a plan. I picked up the phone again. This time I scrolled further. There were call logs, late nights, midday check-ins, saved voicemails. They had been talking for over a year. One voicemail had her voice. I pressed play. Samir, I hate this. I hate pretending I don't exist. You said it would be different this time. Why do I feel like a dirty secret? Her voice broke at the end. And so did something inside me. This wasn't a fling. This wasn't just sex. This was a relationship. A second one. A double life. I walked to the mirror. Looked at myself. Same old Mina. The planner. The one who packed him lunch. The one who trusted. The fool. I picked up my phone. Texted him. Hey babe. Can you bring milk on your way home? See you soon. Replied in 5 minutes. Sure, love you. I stared at that message with pure disgust. Love you? How many people did he say that to? I didn't confront him. Not yet. I needed answers. Not just lies. That night, he came home smiling, kissed my forehead. Something smells good. Yeah, it's the burning rage behind my fake smile. We ate. We laughed. We went to his parents' house. I watched him perform that perfect fiancé, perfect son, perfect liar. Later that night, he went to the bathroom. I took his real phone and looked through it. Nothing. No texts. No calls, nothing about her. He had kept his second life perfectly separate, but I had the other phone. I kept it, charged it, watched every message come in, and over the next week, I became someone I didn't recognize. Cold, calculating, quiet. I started noting names, dates, details. I found pictures of her, of them, together. Sometimes they were at places he said he was working late. Sometimes he sent her voice notes from our bedroom while I was cooking downstairs. She had no idea that he was engaged, that I existed, or maybe she did, and just didn't care, until I texted her, from his second phone. Hi, I'm Mina, the woman Samir is engaged to. And the one he lies to every day. No reply for 30 minutes. Then, is this some kind of joke? I sent a picture, me, Samir. Engagement cake. Her reply came in fast. Oh my god, he told me you were his cousin. He said it was a family arranged marriage he couldn't get out of. I nearly dropped the phone again. Cousin? Was this man insane? She sent me screenshots, hundreds of them. Dates, conversations, plans. He told her he loved her. Sighed he was forced to be with me, called me basic. Too emotional. Said he couldn't break up yet because I'd make a scene. I laughed. Laughed so hard I scared myself. A scene? Oh sweetheart. He had no idea what was coming, because I wasn't going to scream, or cry, or beg. I was going to ruin him in the calmest, coldest way possible. I called his best friend, Asa, one of the GROOMSMEN. Told him everything. At first, he didn't believe me. Until I sent screenshots, messages, proof. He went silent, then said, you want help? I nodded. Oh, yeah, I want everyone to know. And so we made a plan. Samir had a birthday coming up. We had already invited friends and family. At a rented rooftop. Perfect setting for a public unveiling. The night of the party, he looked so happy, so smug. He hugged everyone. Took selfies. Kissed my cheek. Best night ever, he said. I raised my glass. Tapped it. Got everyone's attention. I have something to share. Something special. Samir grinned. Probably thinking I'd made a slideshow of our love story. And in a way, I had. Behind me, Austin connected a phone to the projector and played the voicemails. Her voice. His lies, their messages, people gasped. His mother nearly fainted. His friends looked horrified. Samir's face drained of color. He looked like he couldn't breathe. I turned to him. Held up the second phone. You left this in your old bag. Thanks for the memories. Then I walked away. Past the silence. Past the gasps. Past the man I almost married. Asterisk when I walked out. Of that party, I didn't cry, not because it didn't hurt, but because I'd cried enough already. And now? I was done. The sky was dark, but I felt lighter than I had in weeks. Behind me, guests were still in shock, some whispering. Some arguing. Some just staring at Samir like they had never seen him before. I didn't go home that night. I stayed at my friend Sarah's place. She opened the door, saw my face, and hugged me tight. I saw the video, it's already online. My heart skipped. What? She nodded. Austin posted a clip. It's blowing up. I grabbed her phone, searched dot, and there it was. A 2-minute clip of the voicemails, my speech. Samir's face, already at 32,000 views. The caption said, she found her fiance's second phone. What she did next. Iconic, my stomach twisted. Not from regret, from adrenaline. Sarah smiled. You're kind of a legend right now. I didn't know how to feel, relieved, exposed, proud. Maybe all three. Samir tried calling me. 7 times, I didn't answer. He sent a voice note. Mina, please. I know I messed up. But we can talk. We need to talk, please. I blocked him. On everything. Phone, WhatsApp, email. Gone. But it wasn't over. Not by a long shot. The video went viral. People started messaging me, some to cheer me on. Some to share their own stories, some to hate. Strangers called me queen, said I was brave. Said I did what they wished they had. A week later, a news blog picked up the story. Headline, bride-to-be exposes fiance's secret life at his own birthday party. Samir's life was crashing. Fast. His job found out. His boss was in the party video. It let him go. His family cut ties with him. His mom called me. Yes, his mom. She was crying. Begging me to come speak to her. I didn't know Mina, I swear. I would have stopped him. I met her. Because I needed to see what guilt looked like. She hugged me tight. Cried on my shoulder. You were the best thing in his life. I pulled away gently. And he still chose to betray me. She nodded, shaking. I raised a liar. I'm so sorry. That was enough for me. Not for closure, but to know the damage wasn't just mine. Samir, though? He wasn't done. That one night, Sarah and I were watching a movie when I got an email from Samir, subject line. I'm sorry. Please read. I hesitated. Then opened it. It was long. Pages that he said he never planned to hurt me. That it started as a mistake, that he met R during a hard time. That he felt trapped in expectations. He said he didn't know how to end it. That he loved me, but he was addicted to the thrill. The escape. He said he hated himself, that he missed me. That he still wanted to marry me. My hands trembled. Marry me? After all that? I replied with one line. I don't marry cowards. Then blocked his email too. But the story didn't end there. One morning, I got a message from someone named Sana. She said, Hi Mina, I saw the viral video. I think your story saved me. I replied confused. What do you mean? She sent me pictures. Samir, with her, they had dated 2 years ago. He cheated on her too. She thought she was crazy. That she'd made it all up. When she saw my video, she cried, because now she knew it was never her fault. More women came forward. 3. Then 4. Then 5. All with their own Samir stories. He wasn't just living a double life. He had an entire library of lives. I decided to do something bold. I wrote an article. Published it under my real name. The day I found my fiance's second phone and took my power back. It spread fast. Women messaged me daily. Men too, thanking me for standing up and not staying silent. It became a movement. People started tagging #SecondPhoneClub when exposing cheaters. I didn't plan it. I didn't chase fame. But truth has a way of catching fire. I went on a podcast. Told my story. The host asked me, if he called you today and said he changed, what would you say? I smiled. I'd say he changed his number, like he changed his face. But I changed my life. That episode got 100,000 listens in 2 days. I got offered a book deal. To write about toxic relationships, trust, rebuilding self-worth. I said yes. Because I wasn't just Mina, the girl who got betrayed. I was Mina, the girl who took pain and made it power. One night I was sitting at a cafe. A girl walked in. Sat next to me. She stared for a second. Then said, You're her, from the video. You're Mina. I nodded. Unsure. She reached out. Thank you. Because of you, I left someone who was destroying me. I hugged her, not because I was proud, but because I understood, and suddenly, all of it, the lies, the heartbreak, the shame, felt worth it. Because it gave someone else a chance to escape too. It's been 6 months. Now Samir has disappeared from social media. His name is Poison online. Last I heard, he moved to another city, trying to start over. I don't wish him harm. I just hope he never ruins someone else again. As for me, I moved. Got a new job. Started dating again, slowly, carefully, with eyes wide open. And when I smile now, it's real. Not covering hurt. I still have the second phone. Locked in a drawer. As a reminder of how far I've come. And how much I'll never tolerate again. Because I was never the backup. Never the side option. Never the quiet fool. I was and still am, the storm he never saw coming. It's been 1 year since I walked out of Samir's life. 1 full year since I exposed his lies. On the very rooftop where he pretended to love me. People still talk about that video. It's been reposted, remixed, quoted in reels. Some girl even made merch. T-shirts that say, check the second phone. Wild, right? But you know what's even wilder? I've healed, truly, not fully. Not perfectly. But enough to smile. Again. Enough to trust again. Enough to start over. Let me tell you what happened after I finished the book. The one I was asked to write. It's called Second Phone, The Truth She Found. It's real, raw, and loud. I didn't sugarcoat a single thing. The day it launched, I sat in a bookstore with trembling hands. I thought, what if no one buys it? What if no one cares anymore? But people did care. The line wrapped around the block. Girls, women, mothers, even a few men. All holding copies, waiting to say, thank you. One girl cried, your story helped me walk away. He hit me. Once, then again, and I finally left. I hugged her, tight. You saved yourself. I just reminded you that you could. Another woman said, my fiancé cheated too. I thought I was stupid, but you made me feel strong again. That's when it hit me. This wasn't about Samir anymore. It never really was. He broke me. Sure, but I rebuilt. And now I was helping others rebuild too. The book hit #1 in its category. I got invited to talk shows, radio interviews, even a TEDx event. I titled my talk, The Lie That Freed Me. And I told them everything, from the moment I found the phone, to the moment I blocked his last email. When I stepped off that stage, I felt like I was walking into my real life for the first time. Not the life I planned with him. Not the wedding I lost, but a life I chose, without begging for honesty. Without shrinking to fit someone's shadow. And then something unexpected happened. One day, after a seminar, a man came up to me. Tall, quiet, soft eyes. He said, I read your book. My sister lived through something similar. She didn't make it out, but your story gave our family peace. I swallowed hard. Didn't know what to say. Until he added, I'm not here to talk about her. I'd like to talk about you, over coffee. If you're open to it. I froze. Dating? Now? After everything? But something in me whispered, why not? His name was a deal. Nothing like Samir. No flash, no fast moves. Just steady. We talked for 3 hours that day. And not once did he look at his phone. He listened. Really listened, and I didn't have to perform. Didn't have to earn his attention. He asked, what's your favorite thing you've done since leaving him? I thought. Then smiled. I sleep peacefully. No more checking phones. No more wondering who I am to someone. He nodded. That's freedom, and I think you deserve all of it. We started slow. Coffee turned into walks. Walks turned into dinners. Dinners turned into deep talks. He never rushed. Never pushed. One night he looked at me across a candlelit table and said, I know I'm not Samir. But I'm not here to fix you. You're already whole. I blinked back. Tears, because no one had ever said that to me. Months passed. We traveled, we laughed, we built something honest. And guess what? I started a foundation. It's called The Second Voice. It helps women get out of emotionally abusive relationships. Helps them rebuild, with therapy, with support. With courage. I fund it with royalties from my book. And donations from people who believe in healing. One day, I got an email from a girl named Huda. She said, he deleted my messages. My friends thought I was overreacting, but your story reminded me that I'm not crazy. I'm just someone who deserves better. That's when I knew. The story wasn't a tragedy. It was a beginning. And then one rainy morning, I got a text, unknown number. Mina, this is Samir. I know I'm the last person you want to hear from. But please, can I say something? I stared at the screen. Paused. My fingers hovered. Then I typed, say it. But don't expect a reply. He sent a long message, apologies, regrets, excuses again, but also something strange. I lost everything, job, friends, even R left me. But I understand now what I did, and I hope someday you find peace. That part made me laugh, because I had found peace. Just not where he expected. I didn't reply. I just smiled. Closed my phone, and went back to writing my second book. Title, No More Apologies. And maybe one day, someone else will find it, right? When they're about to say yes to the wrong person. Right when they need a reminder that silence is also an answer. I don't hate Summer anymore. I don't love him either. He was a chapter. But not my ending. This is my ending. No ring, no lies. Just a woman who chose truth over tradition. Who learned that love without loyalty is just noise. And now, every time I see my reflection, I see a woman who didn't just survive, she rebuilt. She led, she spoke, she loved again, on her own terms. I'm that woman. And I'll never be anyone's second phone again.